Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Let's find some investment opportunities. Let's find it together. Remember, this is not financial advice. You guys have to do your own due diligence. If we find something, look at it, check it out, see if it fits your investment strategy. And if you have to contact a financial advisor, go ahead and do that. So we're going to look at gold and silver. We're going to do some technical analysis and see what the market is telling us. So let's jump right in. So here's gold and silver. I want to start with the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield. It is declining. People are buying treasuries, or someone is buying treasuries. It could potentially be the Federal Reserve, because I know they're in there blowing everything up with their QE printing, but it is down a little bit. The gold to silver ratio, just to go over that, it can decline more, probably to the low 60s range. It's got to break through here to get some real steam. I think we'll see this. I definitely think will contract. It'll hit this line. We'll see where it goes, but I bet you it's going to go below it, and you're going to see a big move for gold and silver, or for silver at least. Now here's the Treasury Inflation Index long-term average yield. When this goes down, gold goes up. Gold goes up. This is a negative yield, so to speak, coming down into negative yield territory. So when it's declining, gold goes up. When it gets down to negative and declining, gold goes up a lot more. So it peaked in about August of 2020. It's gone sideways, just like gold was coming back. It came up where gold pulled back. And now we're heading back down some, and we're going to see a slow movement in gold higher, is what this is saying with this downtrend. Here's the XAU to gold ratio. And the reason I'm going over this ratio and reason this is important is I've got the gold and silver index, which is XAU, and then the price of gold itself. When XAU is underperforming gold and it's going in this downtrend, what that means and what that is telling us is that we are in a bear market for gold. And when this bottomed in 2016, it was saying that something changed. The real estate market bottomed in 2016 and started to really move higher. It was getting a little bit more inflationary. Gold bottomed at the same time, came on up. It said, okay, we're ready to play, boys. We're putting in this bottom here. COVID sell-off. We're coming on up, and we broke. So there's two key things here. We broke the downtrend here. So we broke it to the upside. The second thing is we broke this line right here. This is signaling that we're in a new uptrend. This ratio is probably going to go all the way back up here. This is a huge opportunity to be an investor in gold and silver mining companies. Huge opportunity. I have not seen this, I don't think, in my life, my investment life. I've never seen this thing go up like this. So it means something. It is quite substantial. I am very much invested in gold and silver companies because of the ratio that we're looking at right here. The gold and silver index is going to outperform gold, and I think gold's going to go higher. It's going to move quite a bit and outperform a whole bunch of other assets. And if you're in this asset, you're going to be able to buy a whole bunch of other assets in much greater quantities than where we're at today. And you'll be able to buy more gold, more silver. Well, we'll see this on silver, but more gold for sure, probably more silver, probably more platinum. This will outperform. It's a leveraged move to gold, playing XAU or gold and mining stocks. Now, here's another way to play it. GDX is an ETF. Remember, August 2020, we had, I'm just going to review this again. August 2020 is right here. The Treasury Inflation Index long-term average yield came up and went sideways. Gold doesn't like sideways. It likes down. It likes a downward movement, and we're finally getting a downward movement right here. So right here, this is projecting a bottom right in the March timeframe, February-March timeframe. So here's the February-March timeframe. It's signaling a bottom, and here we go, moving on up, broke the downtrend. We're in a new uptrend now, and it's looking fantastic to continue higher. So GDX looks good, and today I said we could potentially pull back some. We pulled back a little bit, and then we got the CPI number and pushed this thing up a little bit. So it's looking good. It's looking good. GDXJ, same exact scenario, downtrend break, moving on up. Had a little back test, retest there, and we're moving on up. This is the time you hold. You don't want to get too jittery. You get in here and you just hold. SILJ, looking fantastic. There's a lot of congestion all down here with all this buying and selling. Broke to the upside on a large, big move. Moving on sideways, resting a little bit, and I think we're going to potentially move higher here. It's looking really good. We just got to break out of this area, the 1750 area. We got to break through here. EXK, one of my favorite silver, kind of a mid-cap silver company. We're coming up in this channel, and we're just moving back and forth. Eventually, we could potentially break the top of this channel at some point. That's when the fireworks happen. That's when big money's made. But we're moving on up. First Majestic Silver looks like it's breaking out of its little pattern here. I put this in here, hit its head, the ceiling, hit its head, pop through, pulled back, and I think we're going to take off very soon. Remember, we're in an expansionary phase of real estate. It's inflationary. Inflationary means greater real negative yields. Mag Silver. Look at you, Mag Silver. Oh, what a cheetah. Be the cheetah that you can be, Mag. Breaking out to the upside, guys, right here. Right there, right now, ready to go. I'm holding on, baby. I'm holding on. Getting excited here, guys. Hecla, massive move. So Hecla is breaking a 40 to 60 year downtrend pattern. That is massive. It broke this short-term pattern that I'm showing you on the screen. Broke out, hung out a little bit, coiled up. It's, if it's going to jump off this ceiling, off the top of the room, so to speak, it coiled up, boom, jumped up. And we're resting a little bit. There's a little bit more sellers up here, and here we go, moving up again. Looks great. Go Hecla. Wheaton Precious Metals. I love me some royalty companies. Downtrend, break to the upside, and we are moving on up. 50 crossing the 200-day. It's looking good. Sandstorm Gold. Well, it broke this little pattern right here. You draw a line across, broke to the upside. Looking fantastic. Ely Gold. This is one I'd be buying down here. We broke the downtrend line, came up, pulled back. All these companies, they always want to come up and then pull back. We've got a nice kind of bullish, piercing, bullish engulfing here. And here we go, moving on up. I bought some down here, just an FYI for everyone who wants to know. Teuton Resources. This guy's putting in a base. I put a low, higher low, and then it kind of came back to that original position. Now we're trying to make another higher low. This could come up and do a little bouncing in here. But when we break this guy up here at around $2.95, $3, it's going to look really good. So this one's just moving sideways at the moment. Newmont Mining, getting a big boy in here. Downtrend break, broke out, retest, coiled up, popped higher. And then we came back a little bit, and I think we'll see what happens. This could move all around in the short term. Long term, I think it looks fantastic. Barrick Gold, another big boy. Downtrend break, came up, and then, kind of sold off a little bit, and we got a nice bullish engulfing, probably going to move higher over time. I've got Anglo American Platinum. This is more of a mixture of copper, some other random materials, and PGM metals. And we're kind of coming down here in this little channel, but it's getting kind of low. So this might be one to watch if you guys like PGM metals. The chart looks really fantastic. It's kind of coming up here. We're right there on that line, which we could see a move higher. So one to look at. And PLG, another platinum group metals. If you guys like platinum, it's kind of come into this area down here where there's a bunch of support. Might be another one if you like it. This is a much higher risk one. It's a developer company. But it's one to watch if you guys like it. So gold and silver, way to go. Way to bounce back. We had that little pullback that I was like, man, this thing's going to pull back a little bit. Got that nice CPI number. Got some bullish engulfings, kind of some moves higher. I think it looks good. And again, this is something that I'm not trading in and out. I'm sitting in these companies. I own them, and I own a lot. This is a good chunk of my money. And I'm riding this thing higher. I'm riding it with physical metals. I'm riding it with some of the mining companies. And I have a good chunk in both of them. So I've got some good 401k money in some gold and silver mutual funds. OGMYX, I think, is the one I own. I also own EKWAX. I own both of those in my 401k, if you wanted to know. And then in the physical portion, I own a lot of physical silver, physical platinum, and then I own a little bit of physical gold. That's my physical holdings. Just to disclaim and what I own, because some people are interested in that. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.